Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Protein spill.
We got 4.
Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's coming. Double up.
Leo. Lee Griffin.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Right back to him on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
80 weapon.
SOS.
Check. Look. Squeeze. Check. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fitzgerald, that one complete. He finds Sharp. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
I'm not ready. Hey, Mike 52. Ready to go. 52.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Let's go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Score. Like. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready, set. 57, Mike 57. Hey, 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 hey. Back. Rock it. Ready. Fire.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Yes. Hey, seam 6.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the run. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this one is right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Hey, wahoo!
57. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it win. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fitzgerald. He's going to wind up, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Drake. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former star at the University of Buffalo, Khalil Mack. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49 to Mike, watch 49. Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year, and folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Go. Hey!
57 to Mike. Tackles.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Deep. And 57. Deep grip.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey, Charlie. Check Mike. Watch it,
To throw again. Fitzgerald. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
Ricky. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Mike.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Let go.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On second down, it's Drake. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You ready?
52, Mike, 52.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Look at me now.
Throwing on second and 14. Fitzgerald. Catch is made. It's Harmon. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. and no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rosen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Third and long here for Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Big grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Leo. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. David Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And
got his man complete. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Chark, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Right back to Drake. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Running, it's Drake. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, Rosen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Hey, Delta.
On first down, Fitzgerald got an open man. It's Harmon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Focus, defense, focus. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Watch twist. Now.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
He's coming. We got double up.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one 28 yards on the ground. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 24. Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Switch.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
57. Mike, 57. It's going to be a long...
Hey!
It's going to be a long day.
Check 3. Check 9.
Shit.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Got it.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. All day, every
Check it.
From the gun, Fitzgerald staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go. Hey, wahoo!
Choose the mic. Bring it.
New mic 52, mic 52. Sneak grip.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it with Ballage. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
64.
Now it's Rosen. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, quarter. Mike, 49.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And this is caught. He hits more. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. You got 3.
On first down, Drake. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. That would have been a catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all, and they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Buffalo, they pick up win number 7 on the year, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
up in this magic. One up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle.